The Looney Tunes. We see them on the left all the time. Yeah, that was just an opportunity jab. But here, I want y'all to see this. Our office strongly encourage you to submit. You can see that. Or you can call this phone number. Let's call it. It's always fun to call these things.
Thank you for calling Gov, your guide to federal government information. Para continuar en español,
Oh, I'm going to be in it for a long time. Hang on.
For tax or IRS questions, press or say 1. For questions about passports, press or say 2. For immigration, naturalization, or visa questions, press or say 3. For housing questions, press or say 4. For questions about government benefits, financial assistance, or grants, press or say 5. For all other topics, press or say 6 to speak with an information specialist.
Highlight
Please hold while your call is
information
transferred to
specialist.
the
Hi,
next
Cindy.
available
Hi, Gas
information
Pump.
specialist.
You
This
know,
call may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes.
this is supposed to be the whistleblower line.
Survey after this call, press
I have
1.
to press 6 to
If
go.
not, press 2.
I'll press 1. I always do the surveys. Because if
You
they
will
know I'm
receive
doing.
a text message with a survey link after this call. Message and data rates may
See, look.
apply. To receive the text message
What's
at
up,
the number
Doc?
you are calling from, press 1. To enter a different number, thank you. We'll send you a text message with a link to the survey after this call.
That is so nice of them. Whoop.
Thank you for calling USA Gov. Your guide. My name is Rosa. How can I assist you today?
Yes, ma'am. I was calling about the whistleblower program. I had somebody tell me something pretty high up in a organization about how they were, at least on paper, shipping things to beat the tariffs.
I understand you're looking to file a complaint against the company?
No. Funny thing is, ma'am, I guess this is our government at work. It's not your fault, not mine, but they said call the whistleblower number, and I called the number. Turned out to be a generic number if you want this or this, that, or the other thing from the government. And I had to press 6 to get a hold of you about the whistleblower program. It's where you turn in tips on organizations who are defrauding the government.
I understand. I do apologize. Unfortunately, we don't collect tips. One moment, please. We'll look for some information on how you can reach out to the Whistleblower Protection Program.
Thank you. Did y'all catch anything she said? Well, this ain't the White House, actually. I'll call them on another live if you like. That could be interesting, though. Okay, here's the story. They're going after the meat packers, okay? I said meat packers, didn't say anything about fudge in California. Haha. Anyway, they're going after the meat packers. Because 4 of them, and I'm waiting, she's supposed to be transferring me. I don't know.
Sorry for the wait. One moment.
Thank you, ma'am. I muted her. Hold on for a long time. Yeah. When I was younger, that was okay. There goes that Bennett laugh. Anyway, inside joke. What was I saying now? Oh, yeah. This is supposed to be the direct line to the whistleblowers program, as announced by the fella on the DOJ. I just watched it. And she's trying to figure out what
I'm searching for information on how to make a report of whistleblower, but it does give me information regarding whistleblower rights and protections. It says that it does protect from retaliation for making a protected disclosure, and this is regarding employees. that the kind of report you're trying to make?
No, I'll tell you. There's a large entity that let me get the phone over here. So there's a large entity.
I understand. Yes, because unfortunately that won't be considered whistleblower. Whistleblower right protections will be regarding to protect workers from retaliation. Are you looking to file a complaint against Costco?
Well, ma'am, what I'm saying is, well, I don't know. I'm not an employee of theirs. What I'm saying is, the Department of Justice just made this announcement, and they didn't give a phone number, but they said whistleblower program, and I Googled it, and this is the number I came up with.
I
So,
understand. I'm here at the website for the U.S. Department of Office of Inspector General, and that's where it gives me information regarding whistleblower.
I see.
It also says that you can report fraud, waste, and abuse with the Office of Inspector General.
Well, the Office of Inspector General would probably be it. I mean, I've spoken with the inspector at the Postmaster Inspection Agency about another item sometime back. Anyway, the reason why I brought up the Postmaster is because he said they're doing it in conjunction with the Postmaster General. Does that mean anything, ma'am?
No, it doesn't state that information through their website. I can provide you their phone number. That way you can reach out to them.
Well, let's do that. One moment. Let me get to where I can put that in my phone. Just take me a moment. I apologize. You've been quite helpful. I appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
1 moment. Okay, so the phone number would be 202
202
514
514
3435.
3435. Let me say again,
That is correct.
please. 202 514 3435. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Washington, D.C. number, same area code as the White House. Well, I thank you, ma'am. Is
No problem.
there any other helpful information that anything
Is
else
there
you can
anything
tell
else
me?
I can assist you with today?
Apparently not. Okay. Well, I thank you, ma'am. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you for calling USA Gulf. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. And she was nice. Anyway, hey, I was supposed to do the survey afterwards. You do have sound now, right? Somebody out there tell me they can hear me. I muted it a while ago because I didn't want to put the name of the company out there. Why tip them off? Here we go again, folks.
Hello. You have reached the Department of Justice, Office of the Inspector General. To report what you believe is wrongdoing by an employee of the Department of Justice or within the Department of Justice programs, please press 1. To leave a message in the general mailbox, please press 2.
Wow.
To speak with someone, please press 3. Thank you.
Let's go with 3, folks. Oh, they always got the best hold elevator music. 3, huh? Okay. Hi,
The
Solomon.
person you are trying to reach
Solomon.
is currently unavailable.
I mispronounced.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Department of
When you have
Justice
finished,
is
please
unavailable.
hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Yes, I'm calling about somebody avoiding tariffs, and I want to turn this in on the whistleblower program where you can get 15% to 30% of anything that you recoup over $1 million. And my phone number is and if you give me a call, I'd appreciate it. Now my time is 9:47 Central Standard Time. Eastern Time it'd be 10:47. California be 7:47. In any case, in Mountain Time would be 8:47. Not leave them out. Whatever time you folks run on, I appreciate your time. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Okay. Dude, you play a game. Okay. I tell you what it is, man. Hey, good to hear from y'all. What it is that here's the game. It could be worth $150,000, 300,000. If now I do it for free, but since they put that out there, Mama didn't raise no fool. Okay, I'd put that money to good work. But in any case, if you turn in something and the Department of Justice goes after it and recoups at least $1 million, then you are getting 15 to 30% of that. I don't know what makes a difference between 15 and 30%, but at $1 million, that's 150,000 or 300,000. My point is, oh, and I'm doing this Looney Tune background just to have a background, and we're dealing with a bunch of Looney Tunes on the other side of the political fence. Anyhow, so I called them, the whistleblower thing. I had to press 6 for other. So I don't know how serious they are about this. I got over to the right number, and that number is, hang on a second, folks. Okay, there's that number, investigations. And what got started is this. The government's going after meat packers, baby. Okay, you look at that link on YouTube, and it'll give you the information I just used to call the government. Now, I haven't called the White House lately. Maybe I should. I just start. I mean, this is the first time on this doing it live on YouTube, making these phone calls. I did cut out the sound when I was talking about what the company name was. No need to tip them off. So, and what's up, Doc? We'll see. Personally, I thought I saw a putty cat. My favorite one here is Tasmanian Devil. He always had so much, Well, I don't know. It's between him and Marvin the Martian. So, anyway, it made a fun background, and that's why I chose it. It's just a t-shirt covering my truck seat. You know, to keep the seat cleaner and less sweat in the summertime. Well, that's about it, folks, on this. There's other stuff going on. You might tune in. You can see where I chase down thieves who stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from somebody who's doing good, trying to help out the kids. Isn't what my isn't my vehicle going ding ding ding, but I got my window down. Anyway, a lot of bad folks out there. I just run a car channel. This is just a side thing. You might say I stumbled into it. Anybody else got anything to say? Use phone numbers, call in yourself and get a piece of the pie. I can't even believe I said that, but you know, you can do it for free. It'll help you in the long run if you can keep our government honest, and they can help keep some of the dishonest people behind bars. Off to work. Hi ho, hi ho. Off to work. Gas pump. Rob goes. Da 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 da. When I was in the military, I got about 150 to 200 people singing that while we was not really marching in formation, but going from class to class. My job was to protect them from the unforeseen enemy. They were medical types. Doctors don't like to march, I guess. Just a side story. So, anyway, I got a little bit of a cold today, so if next time you hear me, I might sound a little different. Miss Cindy is out there. She was. Morning, Cindy. Hey, how about gas prices today, man? Anybody catch my short that I put out there where I bought it for $3.99? Guess what? A little bit over an hour up the road at Sam's Club, it's $4.15. And everybody else is basically $4.39. Maybe a little higher. Now I got a question for you. How can a little podink hick town, and they are my favorite towns, man. They really are. I'm at home there for the most part. How can they sell gasoline for 10% less, maybe 15% less than Sam's Club, for example? And I'm not picking on Sam's Club. It's just I saw the price. Hi, Cindy. How can they do that? Does that mean that maybe some of the big cities retailers of gasoline are selling it for a little more than they need to? Does that mean that the community, one of the poorest in the state, is looking out for their own and selling it as cheap as they can? Do you know there's a law against selling gasoline too cheap? Yeah. The idea is that the big gas station guys can't undersell the small guys and put them out of business and then have a monopoly. But yeah, you cannot use the gas as a loss leader below a certain point. It doesn't say you can't sell it for less than what you paid for it, I don't think. You just can't go too low below the bar. Okay? I don't think they're doing that right now. I think they're maybe a little bit above the bar, every one of them. And to gas stations, maybe. Probably making $1 or so a gallon. Everybody said they only make a nickel. That back in one day or another, probably. But even back, I had a relative who had a gas station. Oh, I don't know, 40 years ago, maybe 30 anyway. He owned it for 10 or 15 years. And pretty recently, he told me about 5 years ago or so that he was making 35 cents a gallon. I think it was somewhere around 90 cents to $1.25 when he was selling it. He told me that too. I don't recall. I just remember he's making 35 cents a gallon. Don't sound like a whole lot, but you get 20 gallons. 20 times 35 is $7. That adds up. So, whether he's telling the truth or not back then, I don't know. Anyway, let's look at Tweety Bird. We looked at that rascally rabbit. Peter always likes that. Peter's from Australia. Man, some of his comments are just hilarious. Anyway, most of them are actually. And he's always telling me, because I asked him one time, did you have this make and model of car in Australia that you know of? I don't know how old he is. And he'll tell me we didn't have this, but we had that. It's quite interesting because Australia has, the American love affair with cars. They had it too. The Australian love affair. And I think they kept it going. They had rear wheel drives until, what was the name of that company? GM bought them out and then closed them up. The only Australian company making cars. So then they had to bring in all the Fords and Chevys, GMs, and they were converting them to right wheel drive. Yeah, that would make a car expensive. So we gotta get Marvin over. He's always thinking of something going on. Once again, it's just a silver. Anyway, I have an old T-shirt, a sweatshirt maybe. That's about it, folks. I'm gonna sign off. You have a good day. Take care, everyone.